name it like that. As I said, every layer has something to add, something to do, some work assigned. I'll start with this, and sending host is me, receiving host is you. Now I want remotely to log in to your system. I want to log in to your system. I want to log in. So here, whatever system I have command prompt, I have terminal, or whatever things we have. I just wrote, use my hand and type some command. And this host, I told you that this is the destination. I want to log into this system. This was application layer. What happened transport layer? This is packet here. Application layer starts with a packet. And there is no layering. I'm telling you, there is no layering. See, these are layering are defined just because we want every work to be encapsulated such that we know every layer what it does. In transport layer, as I said, application layer has packets. Now TCP layer has TCP segment. At transport layer, it becomes segment. And whatever goes here, whatever is happening on the sender side, reverse is happening at the receiving host. So whatever I wrote, it now at transport layer, it became TCP segment. It became TCP segment. At internet layer, it became datagram. Datagram always, segment are bigger, datagram are smaller. So IP datagram, internet protocol, here IP is coming. So TCP IP, these two are very important. Now data link layer, everywhere some 4 layer, 5 layer are given. So I'll take them simultaneously. At data link layer, it will be frame, and physical layer and data link is why it is combined, because both where it is frames. Actually, here we have bit formation. So network media, I'll start with here. Understand it once again. Bit means what? 1 and 0. Say plus 5 volt, you assign it to be 1, and you have 0 volt, you assign it to be 0. In electronics, this 1 is for on, 0 is for off. 1 is for on, 0 for off. In bit form, because there are 2 bits, 0 is off, 1 is on. So we have, you just count them, 1 and 0 becomes 2. So this is 2, that is why it is binary. That is why this is binary. And this binary, only this 0, 1 is known to every digital gadget. Now this passes through coaxial, copper, fiber. Here actually transmission is taking place in the form of bits. When this bit, when it becomes a frame, what a frame? So we have a proper MAC, this medium access layer, this MAC. MAC is, you just say that it is a number, okay? It has some, from where it is, this company has made, specific number is there, MAC. After that, a packet is being formed. Now this packet, as I said, for packet, as I told you earlier, for almonds, this bit formation is almonds. Then you have some cushion, that is frame. Then you have a packet, and in that on that packet you write the address. So destination IP is the actual address. But there are different type of Johns. So you need to know the port also. This happens at segment level. So we have different type of devices. It can be computer, it can be server, it can be some air conditioner. So there is a MAC address. There is a network interface card mostly, or there can be other equivalent things also. And here we run the application. So all these things are dealing with this in one or the other way. To know this computer, you need to know the MAC. To know this computer, you need to know if it is connected to the network, you need to know the IP address. And which service you have to open. For example, HTTP, HTTPS, 80 port you need to know. The port 80 is open or closed depending upon this. Every layer in TCP IP, I want to tell you in brief that physical layer, that is the lowest level layer, when you connect the wires and actual bit stream is passed, if you see that on these 2 ports, you will see that in your computer. So here actual transmission of bit is happening actually, and these are nothing but bits, but they are voltages. They are electricity, you can say. So here the physical layer is the transceiver, transmission receiver. It transmits also, bit is transmitted also, bit is received also. And these are signals, just digital signals, and this pass on the network. Then coming to MAC, data link layer. I'm taking 5 layers. There are 4 layers also. So here data link layer is responsible for creating the frames. Now the MAC, this is transferring of frame with physical MAC addresses. Every system has a proper physical address unique to them. Network layer, what is the word? The network layer is responsible for creating the packets. That is the covering. And as I said, there has to be a logical address, because in order to know a computer on whole globe, you cannot know the perfect number. You need to know the logical address. So transfer packets with virtual IP address. Transport layer, we have TCP and UDP. It establishes, the work of transport layer is to establish the connection between the applications on different hosts. So when we have a connection, it has to have a connection with a remote host. It can be connection TCP, non-connection UDP. Application layer, where you are sitting, you and me are sitting. Okay, so we have a system, we have a mobile or whatever, we have a browser, or we have some file transfer thing, FileZilla, and the application layer is the group of application requiring network communication. Now, this will start actually that I want to communicate. I want the web pages of facebook.com to be placed on my system. I want this. So this is application layer.